Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. Let's get to the February Fiesta Challenge Week 2 Tour. 6-star bronze, Jim Neidhart. As you can see, I've beaten it with 1 star remaining, and I beat it with this guy. I beat him with Luke. And so how did I do it? Well, let's go and show you. So my Luke doesn't have anything really spectacular in terms of the strap. It does have the bonus extra turn on it. I've put 40% gem defense, but I found that probably putting gem damage would be better. So to do this again, I would put gem damage. What's actually really going to be important is having the general orders plate. Whenever you break 3 or more red gems, get 3 yellow move points at the end of your turn. And that's going to be integral to beating this and to maintaining an essential stun lock on Neidhart. And so if we go to now the moves that I used, so what I used was the falling hip toss, the 9 MP yellow, deal 37k damage, destroy 8 random red gems, and the pin bar will not move. And that's what's going to keep it continually stun locked as you continue to break and blow up the board. The second is the 9 MP red back breaker rack. That's going to deal 58k damage and choose 4 to make into cross break gems. And the 8 MP springboard twisted elbow drop. And that is 40k damage just about. Choose 4 gems to make into red gems. And so what I did with this setup in terms of who to put on it, trainers and coaching wise, I put on Kofi in order to get more yellow moves, and so we start with 4 more, but it also gives 1 more red gem to generate, so that's going to be helpful. I put on Big John Studd. Moves that generate red gems will create 4 more red gems, and yellow moves will start with 1 more. I put on Zombie Cena so that the cross break gems, I'd be able to do 1 more, so I'll have 5 of them on the board. And last but not least, Santa Hogan for more gem damage. Essentially, you're just going to want to get as many either cross break gems on the board, but also you want to generate enough red gems to recycle. And since he's a powerhouse and his moves are, unfortunately, 8 and 9 MP, it makes it a little bit difficult to continually get his moves charged up. And so what you're going to see, at least when you're trying this, that the sweet spot number is 11. So that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for 11 red gems on the board at any given time. As you can see, I have props on there. None of them are going to be really helpful. You can definitely do this without props if you do this correctly. So let's hit the match. So I forgot to mention that I have Luke's gear, and that gear right there is giving you 2 more yellow MP to start his turn. And then what I also have, let's take off that pen right for a second, is that I have tour perks as well. So I take off the pen. I have all moves start with 2 more MP, and matching is 1 more. So if you have more tour perks than that, it will definitely be a lot easier. So the reason I went with make more red gems is because this move requires 9 red gems with which to reload each time. So you're going to have to make sure that you have enough red gems on the board every time that you hit the cross breaks and blow up the board to continually reload. And it's difficult, and I found that I could get probably 4 or 5 in a row before the board goes dry, not with red because I'm producing the red, but actually with yellow. Yellow seemed to be the bigger problem that I had. All right, so we are going to make 2-3 matches, and that's not going to be easy, or we can just make 1 5 match and hope for the best, which is what I'm going to do. So let's make a 5 match. We're going to hope for the best, and then what I like to do is I like to create rows of which then I can destroy of red gems, and hopefully at the same time, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have 9 red gems on the board. That's what you actually need in order to make this all happen. So after you get your 5 match and your turn keeps going, I have, let's get the counter out here. We have, we'll choose a different color so that way we can see it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And so that is going to be a problem because we have, even no matter where we put these 5 down, the computer is absolutely going to destroy. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll put the 5th one up here. The computer's absolutely going to destroy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So since there are 9 red gems without any cross breaks, it's going to break those first. Because I made a 5 match, I'm actually going to make a swipe here. And then it's still my turn. And now this time there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is the magic number. It will blow up at least one of the cross break gems, and it will blow up the board. Pin bar doesn't move, and now we play this game again. And so this is basically what you're going to do, and it is absolutely mind-numbing and boring, but you will, if done right, and if the board continues to recycle, you should be okay. So now I have 5 in the very right row, and 3 more on top of that. That's 8. I only need 2 more of these gems, these red gems, to be put down, and I'll be able to continue to blow up the board. I can also do it differently because of where all the yellow gems are scattered. So this row has a lot of yellow gems, and then these 2. So there's 5. There's 4 more on the board. So for whatever reason, my game stopped recording in the middle of what I was doing. So I did want to mention that in order to get the general orders plate off, you need, and to reload, you need to make sure you're breaking at least 6 yellow gems at the same time. And so that's why it's so cerebral, in the sense that you not only have to count and make sure you have 9 red gems on the board, but you also need to find a way to make sure there's enough yellow on the board. So I did it without props. I suffered through a couple of his subs and other moves, and I was able to kick out. But you might want to take either yellow or red props with you in order to help maintain that no pin bar stun lock going forward. So I want to thank y'all for coming by. It's definitely something that can be done. It will take a little bit of time, but by all means, let me know how you do in the comments. If you liked it, like and subscribe, and good luck with it. Brofessor is out.